The India-Pakistan cricket rivalry is one of the most intense and emotionally charged sporting contests in the world. This rivalry is deeply rooted in the historical, political, and cultural contexts of the two nations, which were once part of the same British colony before the partition of 1947. The partition led to the creation of independent India and Pakistan, and the ensuing conflicts and territorial disputes have fueled a fierce sporting rivalry, particularly in cricket. Partition of British India in 1947 was a tumultuous event that resulted in widespread violence and mass migration. The legacy of this partition and subsequent conflicts, such as the Indo-Pakistani Wars and the Kashmir dispute, have shaped the intense rivalry between India and Pakistan in various sports, with cricket being the most prominent. Cricket, introduced during British colonial rule, became a shared passion for both nations. Pakistan became a member of the Imperial Cricket Conference, now the International Cricket Council, in 1948 and played their first test matches during their tour of India in 1952. This tour marked the beginning of a cricketing rivalry that has captivated fans on both sides of the border. The first test series between India and Pakistan in 1952 was a closely contested affair. Pakistan lost the first test in Delhi, but won the second test in Lucknow, leading to an angry reaction from the home crowd. India clinched the series after winning the third test in Bombay. The intense pressure on players from both teams led to defensive tactics and drawn matches, a trend that continued in subsequent series. The 1955 series in Pakistan saw thousands of Indian fans travel to Lahore to watch the test match, but the series ended in a draw. The 1961 tour of India by Pakistan also ended in a draw, with neither team able to secure a victory. Complaints about the fairness of umpires became routine, adding to the tension. The Indo-Pakistani War of 1965 and the subsequent War of 1971 put a hold on cricket between the two nations until 1978. Politics became a direct factor in the resumption of cricketing ties, with heads of government in both countries initiating normalization of bilateral relations. Cricket diplomacy played a significant role in easing tensions, with Pakistani President Zia-ul-Haq invited to watch a test match in Jaipur during a period of belligerency. In the late 1980s and throughout the 1990s, India and Pakistan played each other only at neutral venues such as Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates and Toronto in Canada. These matches, known as the Friendship Cup, attracted large audiences of expatriates. Sharjah, despite being a neutral venue, was considered Pakistan's backyard due to the massive support the team generated. The rise of multinational competitions like the Cricket World Cup, ICC T20 World Cup, ICC Champions Trophy, Australasia Cup, and Asia Cup led to more regular, albeit briefer, contests between the two sides. These tournaments provided a platform for the rivalry to intensify, with each match drawing massive attention and viewership. The 1999 tour of India by Pakistan, following Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's historic visit to Pakistan, was a significant moment in the cricketing rivalry. However, the Kargil War later that year led to the suspension of cricket between the two countries. Vajpayee's peace initiative in 2003 led to India touring Pakistan after a gap of almost 15 years, with subsequent exchange tours in 2005 and 2006. The 2008 Mumbai attacks led to the suspension of India's planned tour of Pakistan in 2009 and all future engagements in Pakistan. India has refused to play any form of series against Pakistan since then, with bilateral ties resuming briefly in 2012 when Pakistan toured India for a short series. The 2009 attack on the Sri Lanka national cricket team in Lahore led to the suspension of international tours of Pakistan, with no test series played in the country for a decade. Pakistan was removed as a co-host for the 2011 Cricket World Cup, which was played across the Indian subcontinent. India and Pakistan qualified for the first semi-final of the tournament, and the Indian government invited the Pakistani Prime Minister, Yusuf Raza Gilani, to watch the match along with his Indian counterpart, Manmohan Singh. The 2013 ICC Champions Trophy saw India and Pakistan meet again, with India emerging victorious. Bilateral ties finally resumed when the BCCI invited the Pakistan national team to tour India for 3 ODIs and 2 T20Is in December 2012. However, subsequent negotiations for bilateral series have been unsuccessful, with the BCCI requiring approval from the Indian government before any series could go ahead. In October 2021, during the T20 World Cup, the teams played their 200th international match against each other. Pakistan won the fixture by 10 wickets, their first victory in 13 attempts against India in World Cup tournaments of either format. The Asia Cup, hosted by Pakistan in 2023, saw India and Pakistan meet twice. The first match yielded a no result due to rain, but India defeated Pakistan by an enormous margin in the Super 4 clash, setting their highest ever score in ODI cricket against Pakistan and winning by 228 runs. India went on to win the Asia Cup, while Pakistan was knocked out in the Super 4's round. As of June 2024, India and Pakistan have played a total of 207 times across all formats. Pakistan has won 88 matches compared to India's 75 victories. In test matches and ODIs, Pakistan has won more matches than India, although India has won 9 of the 13 T20 internationals between the two sides compared to Pakistan's 3. In ICC tournaments, India has a superior record, having won 16 out of 21 matches played against Pakistan. India has won the ICC Cricket World Cup twice, the ICC T20 World Cup twice, and the ICC Champions Trophy twice, while Pakistan has won the ICC Cricket World Cup once, the ICC T20 World Cup once, and the ICC Champions Trophy once. The India-Pakistan cricket rivalry has had a profound impact on the fans and players of both nations. The extreme pressure to win and the threat of extreme reactions in defeat have led to instances of hooliganism and fan violence. However, the rivalry has also offered opportunities for cricket diplomacy, with heads of state exchanging visits and fans traveling across the border to watch matches. The India-Pakistan cricket rivalry is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon that reflects the historical, political, and cultural dynamics of the two nations. Despite the tensions and conflicts, cricket has served as a unifying force, bringing people together and providing a platform for diplomacy and understanding. As the rivalry continues to evolve, it remains one of the most captivating and emotionally charged sporting contests in the world.